I think the fuse is triggered. Let me check the fuse box. Sorry kids. Looks like it's a power cut as it's affected the street as well. Okay Lizzie, no need to call him names. But yes, your sister is right. iPhones, Androids, and all of that didn't exist in my time. Well, it wasn't all bad. We shared many fond memories together with friends and family. Okay, Lizzie, no need to call him names. But yes, your sister is right. iPhones, Androids, and all of that didn't exist in my time. Well, it wasn't all bad. We shared many fond memories together with friends and family. Come on! Relax, Sergio. We're gonna get through this. Looks like the aircon broke. Hello, I'm Guy. I ran the streets my whole life with a rough crew, and it kinda gave me my identity, you know? One day that all went away. We were about to do our biggest heist, and I slipped in the tub that morning. I woke up in the hospital with this accent, and my gang, they kicked me out. They said I wasn't odd no more. Hello, gents. Sorry for the tardiness, but money never sleeps, you know? Okay, as you all know, way before this, I was a lowly construction worker. I didn't even know what foreign accent syndrome was. I mean, who would have thought that a hit on the head with a sledgehammer would have endowed me with a charismatic accent and a fabulous way of life as an entrepreneur? Let that be a lesson to you. Never wear a helmet. I don't like it when the only options to pay are credit or debit card. I like to pay with Alipay, but sometimes this isn't available to me. I don't like it when the only options to pay are credit or debit card. I like to pay with Alipay, but sometimes this isn't available to me. Once at the airport, I had to pay for extra baggage but couldn't pay at the check-in desk, so had to go queue somewhere else to pay, then walk back and queue again to check in. Once at the airport, I had to pay for extra baggage but couldn't pay at the check-in desk, so had to go queue somewhere else to pay, then walk back and queue again to check in. Scrums are weird. From the outside, they look like machines. 16 bodies go in, 8 on each side, and they all melt together to form one living, breathing organism. Eventually, it either moves to one side, or it wheels, or it collapses. But the whole thing seems to happen in one smooth motion. It's not like that at all on the inside. When you're in there, when you're a part of it, it becomes very obvious that these are 16 individual people. You get shoved from every angle and you have to just try your best to keep doing your job. Your one thing. But if one part of the scrum breaks down, everything else does too. I have scrummaged hundreds of times, probably thousands. It's second nature to me. Dig your ankle in to gain purchase. Grab the shirt of the loose head opposite you as tight as you can. Angle your left shoulder down beforehand, then swing up ferociously as the referee screams, "Engage!" And try your best to separate the prop from his hooker. If you can isolate him, it weakens their scrum, and you can gain possession. Easy, right? Normally, yes. Second nature. But for some reason, today, it wasn't. As we bound into the scrum, my chest suddenly became incredibly heavy. It felt like it was weighing me down. I was sure it was nothing, trapped wind. A burp would solve it. I tried. Nothing. Engage! There we go. Swing upwards. I tried, but I couldn't. Everything felt a lot harder than usual. Like I was trying to swing my shoulder through treacle. It made no sense. The loose head got on top of me, and then I just fell. The scrum collapsed around me, and the ref ordered for it to be reset, but I didn't get back up. I couldn't. I tried, but everything was just too heavy. How are you supposed to stand up when your chest is made of lead? I managed to get up. I did. I did it. I played the rest of the game. Fuck, I won us the game. But I can't stop thinking about that scrum. If one part of the scrum breaks down, everything else does too. Eh? Who's there? Yes? Oh. And you two? Sorry. What's done is done. I would take it all back, but you have to understand that the listeners love it when I say whatever's on my mind. Yes, I would love to, but as I already told you, I'm stuck. Just hearing your voices from down there, not being able to see your faces, it's like it might be just one big hallucination. But I haven't been able to get in contact yet with Misato. I'm trying to call her now. You two don't get it, but this radio show has a massive number of listeners. Tens of thousands, just going off the number of emails and letters I've received so far. And it's growing by the second. People keep tuning into my frequency, and this program has become the one and only solution of connecting a huge number of people. I have a responsibility. It's not so easy to pull myself away. And so, I'll repeat, there's no better way to track down Misato. In case you didn't realize, all of this has been on air. Our conversation has been broadcasting live on Radio Imagination. Everyone is listening. It's too late. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's my fate, but I, Fuyusuke Akutagawa, am broadcasting live as DJ Arc for as long as I can soldier on. I am serious, Dad. And that's no way to talk to a 38-year-old adult man. All right then. Thank you for coming. Oh, Koichi, if you can, could you please take the snake off my tree? You are listening to Radio Imagination. and this is the voice of your one and only DJ Ark. Good evening. Or maybe I should say good morning. Or perhaps it would be better to say good afternoon. This is Radio Imagination. It's not important if it's day or night, because this show airs 24 hours a day, completely and totally in your imagination. You can tune in at prime time, under the pale and silvery light of the moon, or you can wake up a moment after the first light of dawn, and you can hear the transmission from 2 nights ago, if there was one. It's not easy without the proper temporal coordinates, so let's use local time. Good evening, dear listeners. At this exact moment, it's 2:46 a.m. It's pitch black, and most of the Earth's creatures are in a deep, deep sleep. It's cold, like ice. I'm nearly frozen with only my red rain jacket in defiance of the falling snow. Thank you, if you are listening in at this hour, in the middle of the night. Forgive me, I haven't properly introduced myself yet. This is DJ Ark, your otherworldly, very verbose, verbally smooth disc jockey and master of metaphor. It's a long story about my name, so it's probably better to associate it with Ark, like Noah's Ark. Let me tell you a bit more about Radio Imagination. We don't have sponsors or even a radio station, not even a studio. I'm not sitting in front of a microphone, and to be completely honest, I'm not even speaking at all in the true sense of the word. I bet you're asking yourselves how my voice can even reach your ears, eh? As I've said since the beginning, now I'll say it again. Everything relies on your imagination. The radio waves, the microphone, the studio, the radio tower, my voice, and all the rest are right there, in your head. Okay, dear audience, there you have it. I do hope you'll stay tuned with me until the very end. Right, my name's Joe. I will be your instructor during your training. Yes. A name game? Sorry, how old are you? Oh, thank God. For a minute I thought I walked into a nursery by mistake. Before we start, let me check everyone is here. Grace. Lucy. Sam. There's your name game. Problem? Want to leave? Then be quiet. We just said our names. If you forget, there's a really useful technique to remembering. You just turn to someone and say, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry, I forgot your name because I'm thick. What was it again?" No, Look, just be quiet. Anyway, what you have to do is very simple. You each carry one of these chairs and move it from one end of the room to the other. If you have something you wish to say, I would like you to keep it to yourself, note it in your mind, raise your hand, so that I can give you permission to share it with the group after I'm finished talking. Is that okay? Is that okay? Good. So, once you've brought your chair back to the other side, you then do the same again. So on and so on. What did I just say about noting things you would like to say? You are incorrect. So yeah. Any questions? What is it you don't understand? Yeah. Yeah. Because that's what I'm telling you to do. Why is anything a job? Do lollipop ladies make any sense to you, for instance? What does a lollipop lady even do? Traffic lights do that. What? What's that got to do with anything? To be honest, no one really cares what you have to say. Not just in this situation here, but by the look of you, probably in your life generally. How about you just shut up? Look, this job, it is a necessity. Hello? What happened? Shit. Okay, just give me a second. I'm just briefing the new recruits. They're fucking awful. I'm literally embarrassed for them. I think I'm going to have to get violent. Okay, just give me a sec. Go on then. No, just sit down and chat for 8 hours. Yeah. Lesson 1. You heard me. I'm a 21-year-old goddamn virgin. Remember? We used to talk about that when we were kids. We thought it'd be a good idea waiting for that perfect someone. What a load of bull horse that was. I should have grabbed me some first chance I had. So you know what I told her? I told her poppycock. Only not in so many words. And she said, "Don't you poppycock me!" No, she didn't. She said some horse bull thing about sometimes you get over your first love and sometimes you don't. She said she hoped she could. She kissed me here, on my lips. She was crying. And she turned and walked away. And I turned and walked the other way. And found some really awful champagne. And I walked and walked. How'd you find me anyway? I like to play video games on my PlayStation 4. When the weather's nice, I like to go to the park and play basketball. I can speak 5 languages, including English. That's Japanese, Korean, Cantonese, and Mandarin. Come on, let's go break their arms.
No! If I'm quiet.
Once. I forget where I was. Central America, maybe. Somewhere hot. Stupid job, bad pay, dangerous location, and water so foul the natives wouldn't even piss in it. This crowd of drunken motherfuckers hired by the local drug cartel shows up in my hotel room and threatens to tear me limb from limb. And I say, listen, hombres, okay, you've got me outnumbered 4-1, and you're gonna kill me here tonight. And not a soul in this dimly lit world is ever gonna notice I'm gone. Fine. But one of you is gonna have his eye torn out. Period. Silence. I repeat myself. One of you poor underpaid jerks is gonna have an eye ripped out of its socket. I promise. It's a small thing, perhaps, all things considered, but I will succeed. Because it's the only thing I have left to do in this world. So why don't you just take a good look at one another one last time and think it over for a few minutes more. They sober up a little, look at their shoes in confusion, then step out into the hall to talk among themselves.
What happened?
Well, here I am. Still. After all. How can I help you today? You just called to say, I love you. Why, thank you. I love you too. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Have a nice day. I was on a date with this girl. The whole time she's on her phone. That's not the worst part. We were at the cinema. Most awkward 2 hours of my life. How can I help you today? You just called to say I love you. Why, thank you. I love you too. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Have a nice day. I see all this potential, and I see it squandered. An entire generation pumping gas, waiting tables, slaves with white collars. Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes, working jobs we hate, so we can buy shit we don't need. We're the middle children of history. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars. But we won't. And we're slowly learning that fact. This guy in a full suit and tie knocks on my door and asks if I'm happy with my broadband. I say it's fine. Then 1 hour later, he comes back and asks exactly the same thing. Must be the hot weather. King's Cross and Pancras, please. No music, thank you. We want to build a tool that is as real as a human being. Our company has built a piece of hardware that comes very close to this vision. What we lack is the Western emotionalization of the software, which is crucial if we want to sell the toy in Europe and America. We have roughly implemented the everyday behavior but need a developer partner for Western love patterns. In this area, you are already much more advanced than we are. Do you write with a pen? Of course you do. Ever wrote something by accident? Of course you have. Wish there was a product where you could erase your mistake. There is! The new Friction Ball Slim 038. Made a mistake? No problem! Just erase. Friction Ball Slim 038. Comes in a variety of colors, each sold separately.
I think you know why you're here. You really did their yeoman's work on the T-Stone merger. You impressed the 44th floor.
I appreciate the recognition. Thank you.
Hope you're still hungry. We're moving you up to VP, first in your class, and we just landed the JDP takeover bid. You're getting that shot in the lead chair. Congratulations.
I'm grateful for the opportunity. Really. But with all due respect, I want in on the Colton deal.
That deal is in Tokyo.
Colton's a priority client for this firm. A hotel in Tokyo cracks open the Asian market for them. Latest numbers has that market worth an estimated $30 billion. I like those numbers.
I'm sure you do, but we already have a good team on the ground over there.
You sure about that? Construction was scheduled to start a year ago. Instead, I hear one landowner is holding the entire deal hostage. I know I don't need to tell you this, but every day that goes by with no hotel means our client bleeds dollars and cents. I'm sorry, but that failure is on us.
Let me tell you how this works. At your level, you don't choose.
So what do you know? Yeah, I'm curious.
I know the landowners refused 3 of our offers without even a counter.
Why don't you tell us something we don't know?
That land's not for sale.
Everything's for sale.
Maybe, to some people. But without that land, you have no hotel.
And what makes you so sure you can get the deal done?
She's Korean. The landowner. That means nothing to you, I know. But to me, it's everything. And whatever sentimentality she has towards that property, I can crush them. 할머니! 죄송합니다. 시간 되시나요?
뭐 다시요?
파는 거 아니고요. 제가 할머니 파는 거 사고 싶어요.
거기서 왔구만.
야들리 은행이요?
별의별 일 다 있네. 고 도둑놈의 새끼들이 똥줄 꽤나 타나 봐. 어딜 가서 또 청년 같은 걸 꼬셔왔대.
꼬신 거 아니고 제가 먼저 찾아갔습니다.
아, 또 어째 그랬대?
여보세요?
뭔데?
저희 종영의 벼시예요. 박스 같은 만두고 했대요.
이렇게 키운다고?
아주 맛있어요. 할머니는 앞으로 보통 수박은 먹고 싶지 않고 생각해요. 9,000엔이에요.
9,000엔?
1955년에 이 땅 4,000엔 주고 사셨잖아요. 손에 들고 계신 수박 판 값이 4,000엔도 아닌데 할머니 땅 주시면 9억 7천만 드릴 거예요. 큰 돈은 알고 있어요. 마지막 오파예요?
한국말이 아주 훌륭하진 않아. 청년.
미국 갔을 때 많이 까먹었어요.
몇 살 때?
14살요?
내 새끼들보다는 낫네. 우리 돌아가신 바깥 양반이 애들이 한국말 배우는 걸 어찌나 반대를 해대는지. 뭘 필요하냐고 그게? 남편이기는 여편네 어디 있냐? 이제 내 배 아파난 애새끼들이 지엠이 잠꼬대로 치는 모국어를 못쳐 알아들어? 아직 어린 놈한테 그런 터무니없는 액수를 들고 살찌게 하고
제가 이용당하는 것 같아요?
아니라고 생각한다면 바보고 어찌됐든 이전에 찾아오던 일본 여자보다는 청년이 그래도 한 단계 나다. 걔는 여러모로 거슬렸어. 9억 7천만.
괜찮은 오파예요?
한글은 누가 깨쳐줬어?
우리 할머니요? 어렸을 때 어머니 돌아가셨고 아버지는 돈 벌려고 하루 종일 일하러 가시고 나는 우리 할머니가 키워주셨어요.
다들 많이 그러지. 할머니는 언제 넘어오셨고
전쟁 전이래요? 정확히 언제인지는 잘 몰라요.
물어본 적이 없겠지. 요즘 젊은이들 다들 그래. 우리 세대가 겪은 옛날 힘든 얘기들 다 지겹지? 더 알고 싶을 리가 없지. 다 부담이고 짐이지. 짐.
맞잖아요.
청년네 할머니, 나 우리가 잘못했다. 그렇지? 할머니한테 가서 전해. 우리가 실수했다고. 자,
이 상황에서는 피해자 아니십니다. 지금은 그 카드 쓰고 없어요. 할머니!
見ちゃいました。広場で踊ってたの。あの後、
いたんですか？
楽しそうでしたね。
そうですか。
どうやったらあんな風に自由になったんですか？
自分でもわからないんです。会議室を出た時は本当に情けなくて頭がドカーンってそんな風になったことないかもしれませんけど、
そりゃありますよ。
ですよね。
それからどうなったんですか？
こうズーンとしてたのが急にふわーってなって、そしてどこか他の場所にワープしたみたいになって、他の場所っていうか別に時代の別の瞬間に行けたような、なんて言ったらいいかな。そしてあの音楽が聞こえてきて飛んでいってしまうって思ったんです。
どうして行ってしまわなかったんですか？あの人のため、お友達の花さん、壁薄いですから。
もう何年も会ってないんです。正直あんまり考えることもなかった。それがニューヨークまでいきなり電話してきて、 久しぶりなのに偉そうにそろそろ帰ってこいって14の時に出会ったんです。うちの親父の恋人の連れ子で、僕のこと遠ざけようとしてたのは分かってたんです。でも僕には初めて会った時、これが生きてるってぐらいの衝撃で、好きになるどころか骨抜きになっちゃって捨てられたんですけど。
会ってみたいな。
あんまし合わない気がするな。
で、もう一人の方は英語で喋ってる人。
壁薄すぎ。僕のことどんな人だと思ってます？
気になります？
気にしないと思います。
複雑な人に惹かれるんだろうなって思ってます。あの家主さんみたいな。
あの人は複雑かどうか、どんなに金を積まれても売らないって最初から言ってましたもんね。
最初からああするつもりだったんだと思います。
何をですか？
恥をかかせてやろうって。だってどう考えてもそうじゃないですか。
女性に生まれるのは不幸ですね。日本では特に。そのせいでトムみたいなののもとで一生働くことになる。何のために頑張ってるんだろうって思いません？結果は男を選ぶような会社に一生捧げるため。
これからどう動かれるのか楽しみにしていますね。
It's been so tough these past few months with COVID-19, having to care for so many sick patients and without their families around as well. Thankfully, the training I received as a reservist in the army on how to cope with stressful situations really helped me to stay resilient through it all. I've managed to cope by believing in my own abilities, taking time to focus and reflect, and setting myself small goals, like eating 3 meals a day. I don't think I could have done it otherwise. I was on a date with this girl. The whole time she's on her phone. That's not the worst part. We were at the cinema. Most awkward 2 hours of my life. This guy in a full suit and tie knocks on my door and asks if I'm happy with my broadband. I say it's fine. Then 1 hour later, he comes back and asks exactly the same thing. Must be the hot weather. 祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日，祝你生日，祝你生日快乐。也没什么。我昨天学了一个新单词，叫 release。他们说把我送回老家，就 release 我。我查了一下，原来这个字还有好多其他的意思。
Check this out.
What was that for?
Why didn't you catch it?
I've only got one eye in this mask in case you haven't noticed.
Who asked you to wear a mask with one eye? Why would an old guy like him have a G-Shock anyways?
Think about all that extra rent he's trying to squeeze from us now, every month. When you're that loaded, you're bound to have a bit of extra cash to spend.
Yeah, but it's not his style at all. Does he have a son or something?
Have you checked the other rooms?
Just the bathroom left.
So you haven't checked it then?
No, but it's cool. It's not like that old prick's home or anything.
Go and check it.
Why? You want me to take their soap?
Guys, chill out. Calm down. Relax. Both of you.
Neither of you are leaving here with anything if we don't split this shit equally.
I've already killed someone today. What's another body to me?
I'll take it. Fucking hell, I'll take it. I'll take the fucking G-Shock. Jesus Christ. What's going into both of you guys? What the fuck are you thinking?
Nah, fuck that. Jackie, you take the rolling. Look at your leg. Fuck Kenny.
Fuck you.
He left
You
you
know
for.
damn well that.
Both of you shut the fuck up. I'll take the G-Shock. You two will take a rollie each. And that's final. Normally I shave every day after training at the gym. I've been growing this for nearly 3 weeks. I don't know if it suits me, but I thought I'd give it a go.